G'day and welcome to my garage.
Just have to clean off the end of the main spindle. Oh, actually I don't have to. Yes, I do. Okay, beautiful. This is the, as you're aware, this is the main spindle for the milling machine. Gingery has you boring out to 5/8. Yeah, out to 5/8 hole, an inch deep. And then you use 5/8 cutters, 5/8 shanked cutters, or if it's smaller than that, you make up annular spaces to make up the difference. So just say we're putting a 1/4 inch spacer, a 1/4 inch end mill in, we'd have to make up an annular spacer from the 1/4 to 5/8. I've decided not to go that way, mainly because collet chucks are so cheap these days. So I'm going to fit this with an ER32 MT2 collet chuck. So this will have to be bored out when it's on the milling machine. This will have to be bored out to an MT2 taper, and then the whole shaft drilled 10mm for a through hole, 10mm for a 10mm drawbar. So we're actually ready to put this in the put it into the milling machine and proceed further into the transmission, I think now. So I need something to drive this main spindle. Okay, that's it for now. Catch you later. I've made this adapter up so that the shaft, the boring bar that I've got in the quill support is 5/8, and the shaft on this fly cutter was 5/8. So I've made up a straight adapter. So I'm going to use the boring bar to drive the fly cutter, and then the fly cutter will be used to face off the front of the spindle housing, or the right side of the spindle housing. But what I need to do, what I've been doing, I should say, is I've just set the boring bar parallel to the bed, and I did that by using this guide that I had to make to do the same job, actually, to line the boring bar up with the bed, so that I could bore the spindle housing for the bushings. So don't throw this out. Keep it, hang it somewhere, paint it, whatever, but don't throw it out, because you'll need it to align the boring bar with the bed. So I've already adjusted that. Quill supports now locked down. The fly fly cutter can now go on. I had this on before. Come on. Wait a minute. It's a neat fit most of the time. Now the collar goes on the back up against the quilt support housing, because this now won't move. I now run the spindle head. I run the spindle head down past the fly cutter. Okay, I've got to set up my drive mechanism for the boring bar, or for now the fly cutter bar, and I'll bring you back a little bit later. Well, here we go. We're going to machine the front of that spindle housing. I'm using the cordless drill to power the spindle and boring bar. And let's take some metal off this spindle head. Okay, let's go. We'll just stop that for the moment and see how we go. That's a pretty big bite. I've backed off the depth of this cut. It was about a 40 thou cut, 1 mil cut. So it loosened off the set screws on the spindle, on the boring bar. So I've tightened that up. It's tight again. It's now doing around a 15 thou cut, and we'll just go over it again and just continue on. It doesn't like the interrupted cut, that's for sure. Eventually, when the spindle's done, I'll have an ER32 collet in there, so that should make a difference. Nice finish, very nice finish. There we go. That's a very nice finish. It's not mirror, but it's pretty close to it. It'll be a lot better once this fly cutter is fitted more solidly in a ER collet. But I'm very happy with that. They come up nice. They come up beautiful. Okay. That's it for this one. Catch you later. Well, I've got the steady rest out again. Got a slug of plastic of some sort, Delrin or whatever it is. I need to make a thrust washer for the head of the mill through the spindle. So behind that set screw collar, between it and the newly machined surface, I want to put a nylon washer in there, and one also on the back, nylon or Delrin, whatever this stuff is. So this okay, I'll sit there then. So this material is approximately about 50 mil. Yeah, it's about 50 mil, so it could take a little bit bigger, but we're starting to get about 55 or 60 mil is about the maximum diameter this Gingery steady rest will take. So I need, I've got a total clearance over there of 12 mil. Plus the blade. This is actually a thick cutter. That's 3 mil, that's 15. I'll drill about 20 deep. So let's get going. I just realised I won't be able to get my 25mm drill in here, so I might just have to do that after I part them off. Alright, that'll do for the moment. Well, I opened up my drill box. I imported from China drills that go, what do they do, 14 through to 25. The 25 is a, they're all reduced shank down to about 12 mil. And the 25 is the same length as the others. It's in the same size box. So it's for its size, it's relatively short. I was able to get it in. So these Chinese drills, they were very cheap. I was, I've seen a few internet YouTube videos where they rubbish them. I was a bit worried about them, but I do mostly aluminium work, so I thought, oh, I'll give it a go for, I don't know what it was, it's only $25 Australian or something. Give it a go, free shipping. And for aluminium and now the plastics, not a problem. Beautiful drill. I have used the 18 mil in steel. Had to do a fair, about 20 mil drilling process with it. Never looked like blunting, so I'm happy with them. They work for me. I can't buy one drill here at the local hardware for that money, and down in let's see, $19 is be a 12 mil high speed drill bit here at the local hardware. So for the price of one local hardware half-inch drill or 12 mil drill, I'm buying a box of, how many's in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 drill bits. I'll give them a go. Probably won't last anywhere near as long, but I do mostly, like I say, I do mostly aluminium, a little bit of plastic, a little bit of steel, so I think they'll last me long enough. Anyhow, that's enough yabbering. I'm doing this slow because I can't get the pressure whilst drilling this to push the chuck hard enough into the Morse taper. That'll do me. Now I just got to work out how to, well, not how to part it off, but to get the room, to get enough room, I've got to move the compound slide to work on something this size. The adventures of a small mini lathe. Catch you later. There we go, one washer. This is the second washer. Lovely. There we go. I forgot the chamfer that, and I have to finish drilling out the centre. I half expected this anyhow. As I also realised that was a 25mm drill, and I got a 25.4, and oh yes, 25mm. So I don't think this will fit the main shaft as it is. I'll have to mount it up and drill the centre. Anyhow, those washers are nearly finished. It's finished as far as this video, part of the video goes. This should be the last coat. That's it, beautiful. Let's take this out. Shell recoat okay. Let's wander over to the mill. As you can see, the first one's been fitted. Where are we? Okay, the first one's been fitted, or the front one, depends on how you want to look at it. Put a bit more light over there. Alright, it's all fitted nice and tidy now, so work out what I'm going to do next. Catch you later. Okay, in this episode we'll I will be building the transmission assembly, and that assembly is this part just here.